We gather here today to celebrate the union of two of the most remarkable people to walk this earth. Vaughn and Evangeline met on Tinder, and we are so grateful that Vaughn decided to bravely get back online after a long hiatus, and that Evangeline persisted through more than her fair share of bad dates to finally match and meet Vaughn. Evangeline and Vaughn, we have been so blessed over the past few years and today to bear witness and experience the love that they have for one another and for those around them. Today, we celebrate the story of finding their love, loving one another, and for them to start their family together. Vaughn and Evangeline model for us what it means to work toward wholeness and to be the best versions of ourselves. Their commitment to one another couldn't be beat by all that 2020 has brought us. Montreal can wait, their union could not. Evangeline and Vaughn, today we have come together to celebrate the love you have found with each other. By being with you here today, each of us is declaring our support for your decision to join together in marriage.
There is no limit to love's forbearance, to its trust, its hope, its power to endure. Love never fails. There are, in the end, three things that last: faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love. Some words written by John Lewis. You are a light. You are the light. Never let anyone, any person, or any force dampen, dim, or diminish your light.
And so one of the best scriptures I could think of that shows the pursuit, the constant pursuit and invitation of marriage. Arise, my darling, my beautiful one, come with me. See, the winter is past, the rains are over and gone. Flowers appear on the earth, the season of singing has come. The cooing of doves is heard in our land. And this poem is invitation to love. Come when the nights are bright with stars. Come, O love, whene'er you may, and you are welcome, welcome. As image bearers of God, your lifelong courtship will usher you into his very presence. That is where you belong. That is home.
Over the past couple of years, Evangeline and Vaughn have become members of their families. The Berubes and Rosses have welcomed Evangeline and Vaughn and have supported and nurtured their partnership. As Mrs. Ross shared, Evangeline is such a great compliment to Vaughn. He couldn't have found anybody who gets him more. I love her sense of humor, she's hilarious, and I love how much she loves Vaughn. I love the fact that he's found someone who brings out his best. Mrs. Berube shared that Vaughn is such a good man. He is a man of integrity, character, loyalty, and walks through life with a strong moral compass.
One, I think a lot about our first few dates, and for the longest time I wasn't sure why. In general, it's easy for me to remember dates and experiences we've had together because you make time with you memorable. From the mundane, like the Thursday night in April when we played Sky Joe and listened to The Killers for several hours, to the exciting, like the multiple trips we've had when we've lost our passports or had some issues with dates on passports and had to get that fixed. But those first few dates are permeated in my mind because it was the first time I ever went out with someone and I could recount every moment and couldn't wait to see them again. But looking back, putting on makeup or doing my hair before the date isn't what made me feel special. It was getting to see you in your pop-pop sweaters and your smile because for whatever reason, you were choosing to be there and smiling at me. And even all these years later, you still make me feel important and seen every day. Loving you is the easiest thing I've ever done. You make our love feel uncomplicated even when it gets messy. Whether it's dealing with my anxiety, arguing over when we should get the marriage license, or debating the brand of paper towels that we buy, you've made it clear that we can navigate it all. You somehow simultaneously nurture my independence while pushing me and challenging me to be a better person. You are such an incredible person. You have an authenticity that attracts everyone you meet. You give to others in a way that is so genuine and thoughtful. I feel so fortunate to know you and even luckier to marry you. So in front of our closest family, I promise to love you completely. I promise to fact check you regularly, but with love and a laugh, and respect. I will do that too. I will share in your dreams and goals. I promise to put effort in every day to be the partner that you deserve. I promise to be the Coke to your pizza. I will choose you every day. I love you.
Today, I'm reminded of an email I sent myself on March 8, 2017 at 9:42 p.m. The subject line was Marie Evangeline Berube. The body of the email read, "I'm going to marry her." It had only been 49 days since our first date, but I knew then what I profess now, that I love you and that you have made loving you so easy. You have made me a better man. You love with your whole heart. You use your intelligence and your compassion to make the world a better place. The other thing that I knew when I sent that email to myself in 2017, and what I know now, standing before God and our families, is that I was going to marry you because you made me want to love you when life is hard. Real, lasting, sustained love, the kind of love that makes a marriage and builds a family, can't be easy. When you're doing the work of building a life, there aren't always sunny days. There aren't always smiling faces. And as much as I will try, there aren't always clever puns and witty jokes. I promise to love you when life is hard. I promise to love you when the sun isn't shining. I promise to love you when life doesn't go our way. I promise to be faithful. I promise to warm your hands when you're cold. I promise to always have enough napkins for both of us. I promise to zoodle when you're going carb-free. I promise to make cocktails for Rom-Com Fridays. I promise to listen to you, and I promise to occasionally feed both cats. Evangeline, you are my everything. You are my best friend. You are my life. And I promise that you will always be mine, and I will be yours. I vow these things to you from this breath until my very last. And when my life is over, I promise to be sad that my time with you has ended, and happy that I had you. I love you, Evangeline, and I promise I always will.
Rings are a symbol of the vows taken and the love affirmed. They remind us of the promises made to each other.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my vow. And with all that I am and all that I have, I commit myself to you for all of our days.
Evangeline, I give you this ring as a symbol of my vow. And with all that I am and all that I have, I commit myself to you for all of our days.
Evangeline and Vaughn, you have made your vows, you have exchanged your rings, you have entered into the covenant of marriage. With joy and delight, it is now my great honor to pronounce Evangeline and Vaughn as married. You may seal your marriage with a kiss.